Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a quick look here at Egold, seeing what's going on. Just big picture, been a little while since I covered this, and I got a lot of requests here recently, and the price is going up fairly well today compared to its previous. So we're going to take a look at that and much more. If you're new to the channel, love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. We have a Trading Academy community signal group. I actually were able to get some nice profits for our community. They're about 42% from Bitcoin short here in the last 22 hours. We also have a Twitter community here too. So if you want to kind of stay in the know with fundamental technical data, a lot of things that are really important and relevant to know, be sure to enable notifications, go on over to the Twitter there and make sure you join up. All the links are down below and as well as on our homepage. So when it comes to Egold, what we want to look at here is the most recent data, obviously, but big picture too, right? Because it's important to recognize trends. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and draw out our Fibonacci retracement levels here on most recent data. And we can acknowledge the fact that in the last week's worth of trading, we broke above this potential descending trend, which really isn't much of a trend, honestly. It's just the fact of the matter is we are up there, bouncing off this level here at about 0.786. So we came as high as about $43 as a round number. Got rejected mainly because Bitcoin retraced very hard, very fast from that Mt. Gox situation there. Okay, and if you didn't know already, Mt. Gox basically, it plunged dramatically. Bitcoin just dropped about 9%, and Mt. Gox wallets went active for the first time in 7 years. So that caused a lot of pandemonium. Keep in mind, that could be bad, could be good. We don't truly know. But generally speaking, at this point, the price point where it's at makes sense as to what happened there. Okay, so we'll look at smaller time frames to identify. Let's quickly go ahead and touch on this here too. Bollinger Bands are kind of okay. We don't have to worry about those for the moment. MACD is going to converge here soon. That's a positive sign, or on the horizon. So another couple of days at this price point, we could get that convergence. It's just a matter of holding this price point. It's important to hold 0.5 on Fibonacci because that is a really important level. So 41 cents, sorry, correction, $41, 41 cents, wouldn't that be nice? $41 is essentially the place in which we need to maybe consider, holding that level. If we hold that level for the next couple of days, then I think it's good to go ahead and maybe consider investing in this for more so long term. Otherwise, we can look at some dollar cost average targets as well. RSI is testing 50 right now. That's the only reason why I'm a little hesitant to recommend jumping on in, because of the fact that we are rejecting out that level so far. And we really got to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin. In truth, right now, a lot of moving averages are above the price action. The 200 is holding pretty strong as resistance. So we've got some ground to cover before we get any further with Egold. But once again, averaging yourself out at the $41, $42 mark isn't a terrible thing considering the potential for this coin and how high it can go. Just because it's been there before doesn't mean it's going to be there again, but it does imply that it has that potential and it's survived, and it's done fairly well for itself over the last couple of years, even though it's been on a downtrend. So taking a look at the 4 hour, let's go ahead and quickly peek here. And see, we can kind of see similarity here where Bollinger Bands are getting a little bit overextended, but that natural correction slowed that process down. So it's kind of a good thing in a strange way that we had that sell-off just now. It's allowed for better price points. The price bounced down off this perfect level here at 0.382 at about $40 even. So you can see almost even numbers, right? 40, 41, 43, there's pretty consistent numbers here, and Fibonacci just kind of helps make that a little easier for us to identify. But we can see we're above 50 and below 70 in the RSI. Convergence is still converging the MACD. So in truth, we've got mostly bullish signs here even still. Considering how hard it got hit, it recovered quite nicely. And again, Bitcoin is still trending about 28,200, 28,300. There's a good chance with that doji candle forming right now that we could see further downside, but Egold seems to be holding on pretty tight between now and then. Okay, so really cool stuff there. Be sure to consider it dollar cost averaging here. It could come down, of course, further, don't get me wrong, but it looks like it's a lot stronger than most other coins. That's a very good sign. Taking a look at the hourly, let's go ahead and quickly peek actually at the T sequential, kind of see we got overextended. Most coins did the same thing here as well moments ago until we had that Bitcoin correction a little bit ago. So that's not really relevant data. What is relevant here though is the Ichimoku cloud, kind of telling us we want to have if we have a position open, we want to leave it open. And the truth of the matter is that we still have momentum. We're above the cloud, and the conversion line, baseline, the whole 9 yards, it basically tells us green light to keep your position open. It's not saying to take an open position, which again wouldn't be terrible if we did, but on the same accord, it's not saying to go long right now. It's just telling us that we're in a position where we might want to consider holding our bag there if you have one. All right, so take a quick look at the 15-minute. Let's see here. We got a nice sell signal there for CC Golden. Pretty common there. I based that off of overextension, and in truth, this indicator is really good about identifying those things. It also helps you to find good long entries too. So let's see if there's any long entries in this regard. Look at that. Had you had the indicator, you would have got in anywhere in this range, just say the most recent upwards of about 11%. So 11.5% would be a nice little gain there. And again, that is available on our homepage through cryptocash.tech. And once more, I don't know if I clarified this, but we're taking some nice profits here from Bitcoin at that 42% mark in just under 24 hours. So again, that's all part of the package that comes with it. We're adjusting our pricing here soon to accommodate our day trades. So we have swing trades right now presently, but we're bringing day trades community where we're going to have about 10 to 20 signals per week. That's going to be a really nice feature. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. But the bottom line here is that Egold's looking good in the overall sense of things. We can kind of see that it's maintaining itself, and overall I think that as long as we can close above $41 today and or maintain that level for a few days, I think we're going to be able to see another uptrend. Just keep in mind, whatever happens with Bitcoin right now, if Bitcoin sells off pretty hard and if we still close this doji candle below 28,300, we're going to be in a different position for coins like Egold and otherwise, right? Altcoins are going to get hit harder than they should. So just be mindful of that, be ready for it. So I'd have some dollar cost average targets in place. It wouldn't hurt to put $40 even, as well as 39 and 37, just so you can kind of get filled on the way down. If that's, again, your thing, if this is your long-term position, long-term coin, then go ahead and do that. I absolutely have this one in my portfolio. That's all I can say, though. And again, if you want good diversification portfolio recommendation, that is on our Twitter here. It's pinned up at the top right now. I do recommend, again, this is just my personal opinion, 45% Bitcoin, 25% ETH, and again, 15% into top 25, and then maybe 10 into DEX, and then of course some meme coins as well. Doesn't hurt to kind of stack your cards, right? See what happens. All right, thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care.